Hello, everyone. I'm Carolyn Barber from South Fulton, Tennessee. I have vascular Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome. We all have dreams we want to see fulfilled. I had always wanted to sing, but never thought it was possible. Only God knows when and how. Back in 1997, my husband was killed in an accident. Because of my EDS, I remained single until 2005 when I met Jim. It was love at first sight. We dated 3 days, and on the 4th we got married. We had 2 things in common, our love for God and singing. Jim had sung with a couple of groups, so he had singing in his background. For me, the only singing was in my back room, singing to me, myself, and I. Jim and I started practicing together. We started sounding good. We named ourselves the J&C Singers, Jim and Carolyn. God opened doors for us. We ministered and sung at different churches, benefits, and we even sung on a gospel TV show. We were singing for Jesus. We were also active in church. We never missed a church service. I played the tambourine, and Jim played the bass. We worked with the youth drama team at church, writing and producing plays. I do have one weakness. I love to sing Patsy Cline songs, some of the 50 sounds, and Jim loves to sing Elvis and Conway Twitty. We did do some karaoke. The owner of the place we sung gave us over 100 soundtracks, and he made a free CD for us. When we wasn't singing, we were with our friends, visiting them, going out, doing things together. Our lives was never dull. We were always on the go. In 2008, I could tell things were changing for me. I started to have more pain in my body, especially in my knees. My walking was getting very difficult for me. Every time I'd go to the doctor, my blood pressure would be so high. The same year, I had a heart attack and I almost died. They had to put a pacemaker in to regulate my heart. After that, my blood pressure went out of control. I never knew when it was going up. I never knew when it was going down. I started having headaches, feeling weak, dizzy, and the pain was getting worse. I remember the last time I tried to sing, I forgot all the words to the songs. I couldn't stand without hurting or feeling weak or dizzy. I felt so embarrassed. I started stressing out and had to leave the stage. We haven't sung in public in over 2 years. When we moved, we left the church we were going to behind. We don't go to church now. Jim has to work on Sunday, plus mornings are not the best time for me. My going has slowed down 100%. The first of the month, Jim and I go to Walmart, to the grocery store. I have to hold on to him to keep from falling. If I feel like it, Jim takes me out 2 or 3 times a week to eat. But I try to go regardless because he does so much for me. I want to do for him. My house was always clean and things were in place. I never had to worry about it. Nowadays, if I feel like straightening the house up, I do. If I don't, it don't get done. Jim tries to do as much as he possibly can to help me, but he also has a job that he has to work at too, and I know that there's days that he's tired, but he never says a word. He does it anyway. I was very picky about what I looked like. I wore makeup, my hair was long, it was always fixed. My clothes I wore out in public had to be so-so. Bottom line, I was so-so altogether. Everything had to be perfect. Now, everything that I wear is 3 sizes too big because it's comfortable. Not being able to do the things that I used to do, I gained a lot of weight. I can say that I'm doing better now. I've lost about 41 pounds, and I'm doing some exercising that don't hurt me. I ride my stationary bike, I do some sit-ups, and I have a weight that I use with my hands to lift my arms, and it's really working. My hair, it's still short because it's easier for me to keep. My friends, they call every so often, but we haven't saw them in over 3 years. So I got to meet me some new friends, and I know in the right time God will bring them into my life. How has ED affected my life? My life has changed 100%. I was a confident person. Now I'm insecure about everything. I was always on the go. Now I'm isolated from everyone. I could do anything I wanted to do. Now I'm limited to what I can do. I was energetic. Now most of the time I don't feel like doing anything. I was my own person. Now I have to depend on Jim to help me do things. Losing my independence was the hardest thing I had to give up. I take one day at a time. Whatever happens that day will happen, whether it's good or whether it's bad. I am so thankful that I'm alive to see those days. I admit that there's some things in my life that I've got to work on. And through these videos, I'm teaching myself some things. I'm going to strive to do better. I admit that EDS at one time almost destroyed me, but it's not going to do it again. I may have EDS, but EDS don't have me. Until the next time, God bless.